So do you believe there's such thing as racism?
Yeah, of course.
And what is racism?
When you don't think that someone like, how do I explain it? When you don't think that someone has like as much value because of their like color, I think that's bad.
And so in Sweden, the handful of blacks that are there, they feel equal to white people?
I think so, yeah.
So
I don't really see many complaints. I mean, we have like a different thing. It's not like I don't think they experience as much. I don't think so. Doesn't seem like.
what's the thing there when you say a different thing? What is the thing in Sweden?
Oh, I think there's more racism towards like other ethnicities than just black people.
Uh, you
Yeah.
have, are there Allah Abba people there?
A lot what?
Allah
Are
Akbar. The
there
same.
Allah?
Oh. Yeah, definitely.
And do white people get along with the Allah Abba people?
Not everyone, no.
And what is the issue between the Muslims and the white people there?
I mean, it's not like everyone, but there's definitely like some people that does not like them, like white people that does not like them, and
And
then there's some like people on the other side that doesn't like white. It's like
and
just
why
the way
is it?
it
Why
is.
don't white people like them, and why don't they like white people?
Probably because differences and probably like just social differences and probably just a lot of judgmental thoughts, I'd assume.
Are you for open borders?
Um, I think anyone should be able to immigrate to a country, like as long as they're like, what do I say? Like following like the laws, like the rules.
Like they're what? I'm sorry. Speak up a little bit.
Like I think you should be able to immigrate to a country, yes.
So
As long as
you're
they're following the laws of the
Yeah.
country.
so you're for open borders.
Is that open borders? Would you call it that?
Yeah. So when people say
Yeah.
open borders in America, usually they're talking about like mass migration of like everybody moving somewhere sometimes.
Right.
Which is
Yeah, I
not
don't really
usually-
know what it means.
Oh, I
it's-
see.
Yeah, it's not.
Jesse Lee, are
different
you still for open borders?
I'm okay with people moving as long as we can like, as long as there's enough room for them and as long as they're like willing to work and stuff. I think that's good. Yeah.
How about open borders?
Sure.
So just let anyone in, no matter what.
No, I mean they have to be willing to work. They can't have like a terrorist or criminal background or anything. Like we still check, of course, but it shouldn't only be like, only so many people a year get in if we can take more like workers or people that want to move here and do stuff.
Do you think the government should take care of them when they get here?
No, I don't think so.
Our government is doing that. How do you feel about that?
I don't think that's true, Jesse.
You don't think what's true?
I don't think the government takes care of people that move to the United States. There's a pretty not legally and probably not even illegally.
So you don't know that the government of America is allowing all these people to come in from everywhere and giving them free houses, free education, free everything? You're not aware of that?
None of that stuff is free. What do you mean?
The government, we are paying for it. You're right. The taxpayer, the workers
No,
are
wait,
paying
wait,
for
wait,
it.
wait. If you want to talk about any particular issue, we can, but we don't pay for education. People in school districts pay for education. If you're paying rent in an apartment, or if you own a house, or you're paying rent for a house, you're paying for your education. It comes out of your property taxes.
We are paying for illegal aliens and for lazy people that don't want to work.
How do illegal aliens get into a school district unless they're paying for a house? or
Our
paying for an
government
apartment?
let them in.
No, I don't think so. You
You're
have to
so
show an
busy
address.
having sex, you're not aware of what's going on.
Jesse, I have a kid. I know what it's like to enroll a child in school. You have got to show proof of an address in order to qualify for a school district.
Not
You
if
can't
you're
just go to a random public school.
not if you're an illegal alien. Only the citizens have to do that.
I've never heard that in my life, Jesse. I don't think that's the case, but
Wait, do you have kids?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yes. I have a son. He's married and he has two kids. Well, one adult. Well, both adults now. And I have a great grandson. My granddaughter is married, so I have a great grandson.
Amazing.
Amazing. Nice. So, Jesse, you're not aware that our government, we are paying for illegal aliens, right?
I don't think we pay. There might be loopholes, but generally, no, we don't pay for illegal aliens to go to school. But I mean, like, again, like you have to show an address typically, unless there's some place that does it differently. But when you go to register a child at a school, you have to show your address to prove that you live in the district.
Is it possible to be living here and not know? Is Jesse joking around or what? He's serious? So it's possible to live in America and not know this?
Jesse, I've enrolled a kid in school. I know how this works. When you go to enroll a child for their first grade or kindergarten at school, you have to show your address where you live so that they know you live in the school district. You can't just go to a random school and say, I want my kid to go here. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, you have to show you live there in that district.
Justin, are you aware that illegal aliens are getting IDs, like driver's license and things like that?
Yeah, if you get a fake ID or you lie about something, you might be able to, but that's different than letting them do it. You understand, right?
No, you can. An illegal alien can go to the DMV and get it without having a fake ID. I know that
You
for
can
a fact.
That's not a fake. That's not a fake ID. That's like a driver's license, but that still doesn't get you into a school.
Well, you need to come home, man, and pay attention.
I pay attention, Jesse.
No wonder we're
So in the
losing
state
the
of
country.
In the state of California, I think I didn't follow this the way, but I think in the state of California, I think you can get some forms of identification, even if you're an illegal alien. But that just because you have an ID doesn't mean you get into a school or can get your kids to do a school. You got to show residency to do that.
Wow. Man, when you come home, you make sure you start paying attention to things.
All right,
All
I'll
right.
do that, Jesse. Okay.
Melina, do you support abortion?
Yeah, I think you should be able to have an abortion. Yes.
Really? Have you ever had
Yeah.
one?
No.
And why do you think it's okay for a woman to kill a man's child in the womb?
Is it not her child as well?
No, it belongs to the man.
Wait, am I a baby making machine?
Yes.
Steve, why didn't you tell me this?
Well,
I think it's your body, your choice.
What do you mean, your
it
body,
comes
your
to-
choice? What does that mean?
Like, imagine, okay, Jesse, imagine if you were a woman and you were raped and got pregnant. Do you think you do not have the rights to remove that child from you?
No,
because-
she doesn't have a right to do that. Even if she
Why?
got raped, she can put the baby up for adoption rather than killing the baby in the womb.
what if a 12-year-old got raped by her dad? Should that 12-year-old have to have the kid?
I doubt if that happens.
It
Oh,
does
come on,
happen.
You guys are
It
doing a
does
lot of-
happen. Of course it happens.
You're
yeah.
doing a lot of ifs. I don't think that happens.
No, it
You
does
don't think
happen.
minorities get raped, or not minorities? You don't think that minors get raped sometimes by older people?
Not by their fathers.
You don't
Okay,
think so?
let's say it's not by the father. Let's say a 12-year-old gets raped by a teacher or something. Do you think they should be forced to have that kid?
Well, I don't like doing ifs. I would rather wait and see and deal with it if and when it happens because
Well, that's what we do when
You
we
don't
talk
know-
about making abortion laws, Jesse.
Yeah.
you don't know how you're going to feel about a situation until you have to deal with the situation.
Sure, but
But-
shouldn't they have the right then to figure it out rather than the state tell them you're not allowed to do anything?
Well, killing a child in the womb is an evil thing to do, and we owe it to the child to give that child a chance to have a life. And
Wait,
not
what
just
about
let-
if a
not-
child gets a child and then you know that this child is gonna die if they give birth?
That's the
Isn't that
only
just wrong?
time that I would grant an abortion if they knew for sure that the mother would lose her life. And since the mother's already living, she deserved to live. So that's the only time I think an abortion should be permitted. But when you say it's her body, her choice, how is it her body?
Because it's my spirit, right? That is in this body.
How is it your
that
body,
way.
though? I'm not understanding that.
This is my body. Like
Yeah.
I can move around. Like I'm existing like a human. So it's my body.
Did you create the body?
No, my mom did.
How did your mother create the body?
She had sex with my dad.
But how did she create the body? She just laid up and got pregnant. She didn't do anything. How did she create the body to
Wait,
make it
what
her
do you
own
mean?
body?
My whole body is gonna carry a child and create the child. Don't you think my body's putting work into creating the child?
But you didn't create the body. You're not telling me how you created
Of course
the body.
I did inside of my body. Like my body created my child.
How is that?
Obviously. How does it
Jesse,
work?
when's the last time you took a biology class?
Yeah.
What do you
How
think babies
is-
come
you
I'm
not
from?
trying
learn
to
this in
figure
school?
out. I hear women say, "My body, my choice," and
Yeah.
when women can tell me how they created their body, then I can agree that they can kill the baby. How did you create your body,
My body
Melina?
my body created my child in my
No, how
No.
did you said your
How
body,
did
your
your
choice.
body?
how I
How
oh
did
my
you
mom
create
did.
your
My
body?
parents created me, right? I was in my mom's womb, right? And then she created me. She
Do
was
you-
carrying me for 9 months. Didn't your wife do this?
Did you realize that you did not create It's no such thing as my body, my choice. You didn't create
Wait,
your
you don't. Oh,
body.
you're telling me that I did not create my body.
Women don't create their own bodies. It's just a saying.
Who is
It's
creating
not
the body?
God.
But if you don't believe in God,
That doesn't mean he doesn't exist because you don't believe
it
in
doesn't exist. Do you believe in Santa?
I can't wait until December comes.
Wait, do you
That-
believe in Santa?
You don't believe there's a Santa either?
No, I don't believe in Santa. Do you believe in Santa?
Oh, yes. No wonder you don't
do?
get anything for Christmas.
That's true. Why didn't you give me anything for Christmas?
Because you don't believe in Santa.
Okay.
So if both of you believe the same way,
We're going to hell.
how are you
Amazing.
going, Justin, how are you going to lead her if you think and believe in all the wrong things that she think and believe in? How will you be of help to her?
Wait, how will I help Melina if she thinks the wrong thing?
I mean, you're thinking all the wrong things that she's thinking. How will you lead her in the right way to go?
I don't think we're thinking the wrong things, Jesse. I think we think pretty clearly about these things. Yeah.
And you think that abortion is fine.
Yeah.
And you believe that a woman has a right to kill a child in the womb.
I mean, I don't consider it like a living person yet. So yeah.
And so you think that a woman has the right to do that.
Yeah.
Amazing.